So,
Okay, Katrina, this is Jason from Sashes&Scripts. Congratulations! So, what was running through your head when they were about to announce Binibining Pilipinas International is?
I was like, oh my goodness, there's so many beautiful women that are left. I obviously didn't take this experience for granted, and I know that they really do deliberate to try and find the best woman. So I did not think of myself as a shoo-in whatsoever. I still was on the edge of my seat waiting for them to announce it. So when they announced my number, it was so surreal. That is a moment that I have not even dreamt of. That's how like far-fetched it seemed to me. It was something that I had imagined, but to actually have it come true is
Insane.
beyond words.
Beyond-
I really can't. I'm so grateful. I'm so humbled, and I don't take this lightly. This is really important to me. So.
In my latest episode on YouTube, I mentioned about the crown contenders, and I've put you last on my list because I wanted to highlight that among this batch, you were the strongest communicator, and it showed during the Q&A earlier. So, how does it feel that all the preparations, all the performances, it all boiled down to the ability to be able to communicate, to engage, and to be able to affect, people emotionally, intellectually, through the way that you speak?
Well, I've always really thought that one of the most humbling jobs that a beauty queen has is the ability to communicate and be a spokesperson and be an ambassadress. So I have always put a lot of importance in terms of like being able to communicate and connect with other people, and I think that also does play a role with like my upbringing because my dad is deaf, and so I really did learn early on the importance of communicating and patience and kindness and compassion, and I really tried to carry that with me all throughout. And again, like as I was saying, I don't think I'm the woman with the largest, craziest vocabulary, right? But I do try to speak from the heart. I don't try to say something that I don't believe in or make up stories that sound nice. I really just try to
Be truthful.
just be Katrina, and I just hope that that's something that I'm able to inspire more people to do, because I think it's easy to kind of with ChatGPT and everything. But
And now that you have a crown, life is going to change, definitely. How do you prepare for that life-changing moments later on? Because it's not going to be just this one time, but it will be a series of multiple life-changing moments as you go along throughout the entire, journey of your reign.
how do I prepare for that?
Yeah.
I think I'm quite lucky in the sense of like my circle is, with people that I've known for a decade or multiple years now, and I've always really put a lot of importance on staying humble and staying grounded. So I think that inner circle keeps me humble because they're like, who, Katrina? Like that girl? Whatever, right? So I think that helps, but also I am in the position and in the mindset right now in my life where I wanted to do something more. I wanted to give more of myself to something bigger than myself, and so I really couldn't have thought of a better time to join now. So honestly, I welcome any change with open arms.
Okay, we were being told to wrap it up. So
Alright.
last thing, shout out naman kay Miss Mitch Padaghay and Sir Rodney.
Hi, yes. So of course I have to. Oh my goodness, I have so many people to thank. Kuya Ron, Kim Pop. Of course, they're my team from Davao. I have Kuya Lucky, Jomer, everyone, Kurt, NJ, Jella. I have everyone to thank. Of course, Sir Louis Pangilinan for my prelim gown, my knot cost, and my coronation gown. I'm so grateful. All of the creatives that have been willing to work with me. Ma'am Mitch, of course, I'm so grateful. It is so nice to work with people who really appreciate the vision and believe in me. So you guys are really the reason why I was pushing myself to work so hard to bring home the crown. So thank you guys.
Thank you, Katrina.
Thanks.
Okay, let me just adjust the... Okay, so, congratulations, Annabelle. Kanina, you were emotional when you were announced as Binibining Pilipinas Globe. So how that moment felt in your head earlier?
Oh,
like pure bliss and joy, and it really felt like an answered prayer because I've been really praying hard to come back stronger, and I really prayed that I would end my pageant career with a crown on my head. You know, I wanted to prove that I wasn't just a runner-up material, I was crowning material, and God really granted that prayer tonight.
And also, with the title, you will be competing, the first to compete between you and
Yes, exactly.
yeah.
I'm gonna compete this year in October,
Yeah.
I believe. So tonight, I'm gonna have a celebratory salad, not a samgyup. Kasi this year na pala ako lalaban.
So, one last thing, can you say, can you thank your supporters, your team, and yung mga family and friends that have supported you throughout the entire journey?
Yes, of course. Thank you to Tito Tata. He's the guy who raised me. To my granny who's in heaven right now, thank you. Your prayers are still protecting me right now. Daghang kayong salamat to my Aces and Queens family for joining me and molding me and convincing me that my dreams are worth a shot this year. Not next year, not the following, but this year. And they were right. So, makinig talaga, no? Dapat masurin. Thank you to my Lasallian family, from Iligan to De La Salle College of St. Benil. Thank you so much for coming out to support me tonight. And thank you to my McDonalds. That's the moniker that my supporters have. Thank you for being with me. Some of them have been with me since my very first pageant in Kapatagan, Lanao del Norte in 2017. That's like 9 years ago. So it's amazing how much people you can meet and still stay in touch with over the years. So thank you so much. Your support, your kind words every day really watered the seeds of my dreams, and it really bear fruit tonight. Thank you.
Congratulations to our next Miss Glow!
Yes, manifesting. Thank you.
Ayan, dito tayo.